Hi, my name is Ron Dorn. I'm a professor of physical geography at Arizona State University. And the purpose of this video is to walk you through what the Lightning game geovisualization is. Just an introduction to it, about playing it, and about what information is in it. Um, I'll do the screen sharing and walk you through how I see and interact with the game. The game should pop up not full screen, but if it is full screen, one of the things I'm assuming you haven't played any of the games and that you are trying this one for the first time. One of the things that confounded me in playing these games is how to get control of the game, that there's the escape button on your keyboard allows you to go into video game playing mode, where if you move the mouse, you can change the camera angle, and if you use the scroll on the mouse or your fingers on your trackpad, you can have the camera angle zoom out or zoom in. And me, trackpads drive me crazy because they often don't work right. So I need to plug in an external mouse into my old Windows 8 laptop that I do for testing these things, assuming you have a very poor computer. You need 4 gigabytes to play the game. Having, I guess, a graphics card makes it much better. The Lightning Lab is not as intensive as the Hawaii Lab in using the processing power, but as the game builds and the information is displayed, it will heat up your computer and you'll hear the fan turn on, and then the fan load will be reduced as the game builds up. So when I put it in escape mode, I can manipulate the game environment. I can look at the menu for the settings. So if I wanted to shift to a full screen setting, I would click on full screen and hit apply. And then I keep the full screen setting. I'm going to be in full screen here so you can have a better view of the game. The inset map here shows different locations that are in the fast travel menu. So the fast traveling menu has a lot of different choices in the game, and they are at different locations that you see in this inset map. So if I jump to Sunset Crater, for example, which is the national monument, and I close the button, it's now traveling and not really landing me. This is an error, and how you get out of this is to fast travel to a different location. Not sure why that happened. It could have been my fault by clicking on fast travel twice. So I'm out in the flats below the San Francisco peaks, and I'm going to try and show you that when you jump to a particular location, you can see more of the red dots being the lightning clusters. So you're basically populating cloud to ground lightning strikes that are shown. The location of the cloud to ground lightning strikes are little bubbles, hemispheres that are sitting on the ground. And where you see the hemispheres, if you change the data from the landsat to air temperature to rainfall, the appearance of those lightning locations will change to give you contrast. I'll go back to the Landsat menu. I'd also like to note that you can have the display in this inset map be different. You can have Landsat, the temperature, and the precipitation. If you don't like the color ramps of how the different information is displayed, you can change that in settings. In the map view, the inset maps, I can change the color ramp. I'm going to put it to spectral for both, and uh, you can uh, pick whatever color ramp system works best for you. In terms of the map view, you can turn on and off the map. In terms of the fast travel, there are different ways to fast travel. I'm here at this location. In addition to these buttons to move quickly from place to place, I can enter latitude and longitude, or I can simply click in this inset map in the fast travel menu. So let's say I want to go to the top of SP crater, which is this recent lava flow and cinder cone out here. I can click on SP crater and it should change the latitude and longitude you see here in this window. When I click on fast travel, I go to the top of SP crater or near it. How do you move the avatar? Well, the space bar makes the avatar jump. Took me a while to practice it. And the arrow keys on the keyboard will change the location. So sometimes to jump locations, I will need to both hit the space bar and the arrow at the same time. I'm 62 years old. It took me a while to get used to playing the video game in this sort of a context. Other information that you can get out of this in the settings is the strike rate. For some pieces of doing the lab, you may want a faster rate of lightning display. So if I have a faster rate of how the lightning circulates through the data set, I'm going to fast travel to a location that has more lightning. There's no lightning out by SP Crater. So I'm going to jump there on the side slopes of the San Francisco peaks. You should be able to see the cloud-to-ground lightning strikes in August hitting at a faster rate. It takes more processing power, but it may be your preference. If you, in the settings view, you can also show all lightning strikes by clicking on this Show All button and apply it. And this should make your processing power really jump because the game is pulling from a database of lightning strikes. But sometimes you might want to use this so you can see whether the lightning's distributed or whether it's clustered all in a particular single location. Notice that where the avatar stands, you can get the readout for rainfall, air temperature in Fahrenheit and Celsius, and the surface temperature in Fahrenheit and Celsius, and the latitude and longitude. You'll be using the surface and air temperature, especially the air temperature, in the calculations in this lab to figure out how thunderstorms are building. I hope you enjoy playing this game. What it's all about is a different presentation, but it's a way to interact with real physical geography data. Lightning data, temperature data, rainfall data, and the Landsat ground surface cover data. That's what geographers do. And you're getting a chance, a unique chance, I think, to see how all these different pieces of the puzzle relate to the distribution or the geography of lightning strikes. Enjoy.